Good evening and welcome to T2TV for tonight. That is the 30-second countdown for RP versus NutZ. Just changing the topic in IRC as per usual.
15 seconds.
I'll just fuck up changing the topic.
10 seconds.
That's better. Right, this is RP versus NutZ. RP are playing down 2. These are the teams: Janitor-Bob, Levvy, Bruticus, Cantara, kroz.
Now.
And NutZ are playing Biscram 7, riva irongrip with curly brackets, Ardandra, Thug, and Mr. Lag. So we'll start off by watching kroz. 2 maps for tonight are going to be Damnation and Drifts, as per last night. This of course being 7-man comp, so the 2 map choices are the same for each round. kroz deploying a bit of move out on a tree, and then takes off for the base. So let's follow him and see what goes on. First grab of the game for Ardandra from NutZ. Levvy with a quick grab and a drop, but Ardandra managing to hold on to it just as the chain guns come out after him, along with a couple of missiles. Not sure where that one came from. He gets taken down beautifully by a disc from Janitor-Bob, and he and Bruticus sit around out near the flag while JB suicides to get back to the flag. Bruticus stands by it, waiting for a NutZ person to be silly enough to come after it. So both flags in the field, Levvy doing a quick grab and a drop and sucking totally as usual. Cantara now grabs it out of the field. It looks like it was just underwater on the edge of the lake. Canty now skis happily around the edge of the map, or edge of the lake anyway. Bit of a chain gun coming out after him, and bang! The sniper takes him down. That was NutZ 7 with a big hit there on quite a nice angle. This is Levvy now with a pickup. No, that's Ardandra. This is Levvy. No speed whatsoever. He'd love to disjump, but he can't do it. The chain guns are all over him, so we'll go and have a look at Ardandra, who's got almost less health than Levvy, and Levvy's dead. Ardandra tries to climb the hill and fails on the way up, gets sniped out by JB again. Little bloody LPB fag. And that flag is returned by Bruticus. So 1 grab versus 2 in favour of NutZ so far. The only difference basically being that RP returned their flag before the second grab. So both flags at base. We'll go and see what's happening inside the bases. That is RP's base, I believe. Although that's a wild fucking guess. That's a quick grab and drop by Cantara, so it's actually NutZ's base, and another quick grab and drop by Ardandra. Neither one going very fast. That is RP's base on the screen. Oh fuck it, no it's not, it's NutZ. That's riva irongrip just going out the flag now, going out the door. And this is RP's base, and RP's base is down by the looks. We'll go and see if we can find out what's going on down here. Both generators destroyed, no one in the basement. Yep, there it is. We can just find him. That is Thug doing the inevitable rape job. And so RP probably surrendering their generator to NutZ. Let's go and see if we can find someone to look at. Here goes Canty doing the old sniping thing with his 257 ping. He's like the only guy on the server with a worse ping than me, and I'm casting. Oops, not sure what went on there. Back at RP's flag stand with JB standing guard with his disc launcher out. Nothing going on there, it's very interesting. Bruticus, the other LD for RP. Should be able to find a capper here somewhere. I would have assumed it was Candy, and indeed it is, as he comes screaming in for attempted grab. Doesn't get anywhere with it. Cantara's chewing him up nicely. Ardandra, meanwhile, with RP's flag, still 0-all. RP being quite badly hurt by their lack of players, I would think, because I expected them to do a bit better than this. Ardandra with his disc jump, which doesn't get anywhere as he just smacks himself into the ground, and returned by Bruticus. Kroz takes it out of the field. Looks like it was just on the edge of the flag stand, and he takes off. The turrets are all over him as well, along with a couple of chain gunners, and he's got very little health as he skis through the main valley in the middle of the map. Tries to get around behind the back of the hill and does so. He gets out of the way of the snipers. He uses the hill to turn around. He's got no health. He could get looked at hard and he'll die. Ardandra, meanwhile, takes off past kroz. Might try and return that flag. No, he doesn't, but it is returned by riva irongrip without curly brackets. And Ardandra takes off across the back valley with pretty much full health and almost no one chasing him. I expect JB to come out with a sniper rifle pretty soon. Cantara, meanwhile, has NutZ's flag. and he skis through the corresponding valley, so the flag on opposite side of the map. Ardandra dies thanks to Bruticus and the Mind Disc, which also took himself out, so riva irongrip without curly brackets takes off with the flag, and kroz holds NutZ's. This is kroz on screen now, gets pretty badly hurt by a missile there. Flag flying along the side, and as kroz desperately grenades Biscram to death, then runs off in search of some help. This is NutZ's flag sitting out in the open in the middle of nowhere. That is picked up now by Cantara with very little help as well. Riva irongrip without curly brackets drops the flag, and Lag picks it up. So Lag was full health on top of his base. Cantara drops the flag voluntarily. Bruticus picks it up. Still a flag standoff, still 0-all. 5 grabs versus 4. This could turn into quite an interesting game. Just watching Bruticus on screen now with the flag and just under half health. Their generator is still down. And the NutZ offense doing quite a good job of hassling him around. He's only got about 2 pixels of health now. 1 chain gun bullet, and he's fucked, and there goes that chain gun bullet. He drops the flag in the field. We'll see who comes past first. That is picked up by Levvy. Finally doing something useful, but of course, Levvy being Levvy just drops it straight away anyway. Flag still in the field. This is NutZ's flag. And JB picks it up and gets beautifully sniped. Double sniped by 7 there. NutZ's flag again sitting out in the field and again picked up. Kroz takes off of it this time. This Lag still happily holding it with full health, standing beside a turret. So NutZ having a fair amount of time to deploy turrets and the like, by the looks of it. And not being put under very much pressure due to RP's lack of players. This is Kroz on screen. Gets familiar X skin on. He bounces off, getting hassled by the chain guns. NutZ are doing a very nice job here. They take out Kroz beautifully. They can't quite get the flag back though. It's still in the field, and now it's returned by riva irongrip with curly brackets. First time I've seen him doing anything today, and Lag comes in for the cap, and it's in the first cap to NutZ. Taking a 1-0 lead, 105-4. Jack-booted Thug now with a grab, and he takes off with very little health and gets owned by Bruticus' grenade in the small valley there. And that flag sits happily in the field, 106-4 in favour of NutZ. Going to see what Ardandra's doing and see if he's doing anything useful. Looks like he's hanging around RP's flag, but he's not doing very much towards getting it, and he hasn't got very much health either. As he gets sniped out of the air by JB. Another beautiful shot from the pinghole. Levvy deploying ends. That's about all he's good for. Yes, look at that style. Look at the technique as he totally fails to put an inv out. Quick grab and a drop there by riva irongrip with curly brackets. Doesn't get anywhere with it, so we'll just keep on watching Levvy trying vainly to deploy an inv. He gives up, and this guy tells me I can't turret. Ardandra meanwhile takes off with RP's flag, just jumps off the back of the lake. Quite a nice line. We'll be waiting for JB's sniper rifle, but he goes behind the hill, so Ardandra's made it off. About 300 metres from his own flag as he skis across the valleys quite happily. Cantara now with a grab for RP, taking up with NutZ's flag. He drops that thanks to 7's laser rifle. He wasn't for the return there. There it goes. 207-5 in favour of NutZ. Ardandra mines the flag and wanders off to do it again. That was Levvy with a quick grab attempt which failed badly as he suicides in ignominious defeat. So much fun taking the piss out of Levvy. Ardandra on screen skiing in towards RP's flag, grabbed by kroz for RP on NutZ's flag, so Ardandra gets a clean grab. Bit of a bad dish jump there, didn't get a lot of help, and the grenades come out after him. Kroz meanwhile has dropped the flag already, not sure why, it looks like a voluntary one, so because he's picked it up again. He's got very little health though as he skis across the back of the hill. They can't snipe him from here until he comes over the top of the hill, and bang, out comes the sniper rifle. The chain guns are out in force, and we'll see if we can follow that flag down to the ground and see who picks it up. Looks like no one, there's a lot of people around it though. There's people from both teams coming in. Cantara picks it up somehow out of the field. He's got about 1/5 of his health, goes down to absolutely fuck all, courtesy of a couple of grenades from riva irongrip without curly brackets. And that flag is returned for Biscram to take out the third cap. Some pretty nice action going on here, some reasonably even scores, but when you consider that RP are down to players, that may be the deciding factor. JB meanwhile with one of his first grabs of the game, tosses the flag off voluntarily. We'll see if we can pick up who that's going for. No one in particular, but it looks like Kroz has managed to pick it up. This jumps off, taking himself down to about half health. The chain guns are out in force after him. He tosses that flag off voluntarily, and we'll see if anyone can pick that up. But does follow Ardandra. Still doing the captain duties for NutZ. Quick grab and drop by Bruticus, who gets owned by Jackbird of Thug's grenade, and that flag is returned again. Ardandra coming in for what should be NutZ's fourth cap. No, the grab is done by Cantara just in time. Oops, I had him on the screen there for a second. There he goes again. The sniper rifle again out in force. NutZ doing quite a good job with the LD, especially the LPB stuff from up on the tower. Cantara skiing away, frantically dodging grenades and a bit of chain gun fire. Bang! 2 grenades in a row take him out thanks to JDT, who should come in and return, and indeed he does. Ardandra,
Team Inferno scores.
So NutZ look like they will actually take this one out, 409 to 8. In their favour at the moment as Biscram takes a back to front cap and gets away very cleanly and very fast through the middle. JB, Janitor-Bob, drops the flag on the edge of the lake, and that should be returned. We'll just wait for Biscram to come in. Nice return there.
Team Inferno
by 7.
scores.
With a question mark. They're big on their punctuation characters, aren't they? 510 to 9. NutZ clearly dominating this map, actually. Will be interesting to see drift, where the flag is a bit more enclosed and a bit more defendable. Mr. Lag now with a grab for NutZ and not going anywhere with that one. Not even getting out of the lake. That flag now is picked up by Ardandra, who has fuck all health. And he throws the flag off just before he dies, but I think it went over here somewhere. There he is. Returned beautifully by Bruticus, skiing down the hill. Cantara now with a grab very fast and going very flat across the ground. Drops a flare to distract that rogue missile from presumably the TM. Fair few grenades after him again, and Biscram takes him out nicely.
Awesome! Nice move!
JB with a very nice grab just in time, but he can't hold on to it. That's passed off to Bruticus.
Awesome!
It'd be almost be nice if you'd almost think they meant that. Bruticus takes out Biscram before he can kill him, but chain gun of riva irongrip without curly bracket takes him out. Kroz now comes through with a grab in the field. Ardandra still holding on to RP's flag. Not a lot of health, but also not a lot of attention on him. He takes the voluntary drop before he can get sniped out of the air and should be picked up by Mr. Lag. Bit of attention now from the RP players, which will go back to see Kroz with just under half his health and dueling a heavy. He gets chained out of the air by riva irongrip without curly brackets, and that is returned by the same player. Mr. Lag skis over now for the what will hopefully be the cap if he can manage to hit the flag stand and stop animating
Victory
spamming. 612 to 10 in favour of NutZ.
Good game!
Clearly dominating, presumably because of their superior numbers. Bit unfortunate. But all the same, riva irongrip without curly brackets, top scoring with 192 and 14 kills. Quite a nice bit of LD there. So I shall kill this cast.
Prepare yourself.
We'll be back for the second map in a couple of minutes.